Welcome back to our YouTube channel. If you are new here, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. All right, everyone, Linus here, and let's be real. In this digital age, our computers and smartphones are practically extensions of ourselves. We've got our whole lives stored on these things. Photos, banking info, those embarrassing search histories, which is why it's more important than ever to be aware of the dangers lurking in the digital shadows. Hacking is a serious threat, and it's not just for tech wizards and secret government agencies anymore. So in this video, we're diving headfirst into the world of hacking. Don't worry, I'm not going to turn you into a black hat hacker overnight, but I am going to break down 5 of the most common hacking techniques that could leave you vulnerable. Knowledge is power, people. We'll also equip you with the know-how to defend yourselves. We'll cover the essential steps you can take to lock down your devices and keep those pesky hackers at bay. Okay, so first up, let's demystify this whole system hacking thing. It sounds way more intimidating than it actually is. Basically, it's all about finding and exploiting weaknesses in a computer system. Think of it like finding a loose brick in a fortress wall. Now, you might be wondering why even bother learning about this stuff. Well, understanding the basics of system hacking is crucial for building a strong defense. It's like learning how a lock works so you can pick the right lock picks or something like that. The more you know about the tactics hackers use, the better equipped you'll be to protect yourself. It's like that old saying goes, to catch a hacker, you gotta think like a hacker, or something like that. Anyway, system hacking can involve a whole bunch of techniques, from guessing passwords to exploiting software vulnerabilities. It's all about gaining unauthorized access to your precious data. But don't freak out just yet. We'll get into the specifics of how they actually pull this off in the upcoming chapters. Just remember, knowledge is power, and we're arming you with the knowledge you need to fight back. All right, let's get down to brass tacks. How do these sneaky hackers actually weasel their way into your system? Well, it all starts with vulnerabilities. Think of vulnerabilities like cracks in your computer's armor. They're weaknesses in the software or even the hardware that hackers can exploit to gain access. One common entry point is through something called phishing attacks. You know, those sketchy emails that try to trick you into clicking on malicious links or downloading infected files. Another way is through social engineering, where hackers manipulate people into giving up sensitive information, like pretending to be from your bank or something. And let's not forget about malware, those nasty little programs that can wreak havoc on your system. Viruses, worms, trojans, they're all out to get you. Hackers can also exploit weak passwords. I'm talking about those ridiculously easy-to-guess passwords like password 123 or QWERTY. Come on, people, step up your password game. And then there are software vulnerabilities. Developers work hard to patch these up, but new ones are being discovered all the time. The key takeaway here is that hackers are always looking for the path of least resistance. They'll exploit any weakness they can find to get their grubby little hands on your data. All right, so we've talked about system hacking, but what about network hacking? This is a whole different ball game that involves a broader scope and more complex techniques. Well, it's basically the same idea, except instead of targeting a single computer, hackers are going after entire networks. This means they can potentially access multiple devices and systems at once, making the impact far more significant. Think about all the devices you have connected to your home network. Your computer, your phone, your tablet, and even your smart TV. And let's not forget your smart fridge, because hey, who doesn't love a connected fridge? All these devices are potential entry points for a hacker. Now imagine a hacker gaining access to your Wi-Fi network. Once they're in, they can move laterally across your network, exploring and exploiting vulnerabilities in each connected device. They could potentially snoop on your internet traffic, steal your passwords, and even monitor your online activities without you ever knowing. Worse yet, they can infect your devices with malware, which can lead to data loss, system damage, and even identity theft. One common method of network hacking is called sniffing. It's like digital eavesdropping. Hackers use special software to capture data packets as they travel across the network. These data packets contain all sorts of information, from emails to passwords. If the data isn't encrypted, they can see everything you're sending and receiving. Encryption is like a secret code that protects your data. Without it, your information is laid bare for anyone with the right tools to see. Another technique is called a man-in-the-middle attack. This is where a hacker intercepts communication between two devices, like your computer and your bank's website. They can then manipulate the data being exchanged, making it seem like everything is normal while they steal your information. They can then steal your login credentials, financial information, and other sensitive data, or even redirect you to a fake website designed to steal your information. This is often done through phishing attacks, where the fake site looks identical to the real one. Network hacking can be particularly dangerous for businesses, as it can lead to data breaches, financial losses, and reputational damage. A single breach can compromise thousands of customer records. The fallout from such an event can be catastrophic, leading to loss of customer trust and significant financial penalties. So how do you protect yourself from these digital ne'er-do-wells? The key is to implement strong security measures, such as using encrypted connections, regularly updating your software, and employing robust firewalls. Educating yourself and your employees about the risks and signs of network hacking is also crucial. Awareness is the first step in prevention. Well, that's what we're going to cover in the next few chapters. Stay tuned for more insights on how to safeguard your digital world. All right, let's talk about something that might seem a little boring, but is actually a huge security risk: misconfigurations. These are often overlooked, but can be the Achilles heel of even the most robust security setups. You see, even with the most secure software and hardware in the world, a single misconfiguration can leave your system wide open to attack. It's like having a state-of-the-art security system but forgetting to lock the door. Think of it like leaving the front door to your house unlocked. Anyone can just walk right in, no matter how advanced your security measures are. It doesn't matter how strong your locks are if you forget to actually use them. The same principle applies to cybersecurity. Hackers know this, and they're always on the lookout for systems that haven't been properly configured. They exploit these weaknesses to gain unauthorized access. One common misconfiguration is leaving default passwords in place. These are the factory settings that come with your devices and software. Many devices and software come with default passwords set by the manufacturer. These are often well-known and easily accessible. If you don't change these, hackers can easily find them online and gain access to your system. It's like leaving a key under the doormat. Another issue is unnecessary open ports. These are entry points into your system that can be exploited if not properly managed. Think of ports like doors into your computer. Each one serves a specific function, but not all of them need to be open all the time. Each port is associated with a specific service, and leaving unnecessary ports open is like leaving extra doors unlocked. This can be a goldmine for hackers. Misconfigured firewalls can also be a major vulnerability. Firewalls are designed to protect your network by controlling traffic. A firewall is like a security guard for your network, controlling incoming and outgoing traffic. It decides what gets in and what stays out. If it's not configured properly, it's like having a security guard who falls asleep on the job. This leaves your network exposed to threats. The good news is that misconfigurations are relatively easy to fix. With a bit of effort, you can secure your system effectively. It just takes a little bit of knowledge and attention to detail. Regular audits and updates can go a long way in keeping your system secure. All right, let's talk about something we're all guilty of from time to time: using outdated software. It's easy to ignore those pesky update notifications, right? They always seem to pop up at the most inconvenient times. I know those update notifications can be annoying, but trust me, ignoring them can have serious consequences. It's not just about new features or a slightly faster performance. You see, software updates often include security patches that fix vulnerabilities hackers could exploit. These patches are crucial for keeping your data safe and your system secure. When you don't update your software, you're basically leaving the welcome mat out for hackers. It's like inviting them into your digital home without any resistance. Think of it like this. Imagine your house has a leaky roof. You know it's a problem, but you keep putting off the repairs. You know you need to fix it, but you keep putting it off. Maybe you think it won't get any worse, or perhaps you're just too busy. Then one day a storm rolls in and your roof caves in. The damage is extensive, and now you have a much bigger problem on your hands. That's kind of what it's like when you don't update your software. The vulnerabilities are there, and if you ignore them, they can lead to catastrophic consequences. You know there are vulnerabilities, but you're hoping for the best. It's a risky game to play, and one that can cost you dearly. And then bam, a hacker exploits one of those vulnerabilities and steals all your data. Your personal information, financial details, everything could be compromised. It's not just your operating system that needs to be kept up to date either. Every piece of software you use is a potential entry point for hackers. Make sure you're also updating your web browsers, plugins, and any other software you use regularly. Each update is a step towards a more secure digital environment, and any other software you use regularly. It's a small effort that can save you a lot of trouble in the long run. And for the love of all that is digital, don't use pirated software. It might seem like a good deal, but it's a ticking time bomb. Not only is it illegal, but it's also a huge security risk. You're essentially inviting malware and other malicious software into your system. Pirated software is often riddled with malware and other nasty surprises. These can compromise your entire system and lead to data loss or theft. So, do yourself a favor and keep your software updated. It's a simple task that can make a world of difference in your digital security. It's one of the easiest and most effective ways to protect yourself from hackers. Stay vigilant, stay updated, and stay safe. So there you have it, folks. We've covered 5 common hacking methods that could leave your digital life in shambles. But remember, knowledge is power, and now that you know the enemy, you're better equipped to defend yourself. Don't be intimidated by all this talk of hacking. By taking some simple precautions like using strong passwords, keeping your software updated, and being wary of phishing scams, you can significantly reduce your risk of becoming a victim. If you found this video helpful, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more informative content like this. And be sure to share this video with your friends and family. Let's spread the word about cybersecurity.